There we go. Got it. Now let's try this again. Hold on. Let me. Okay, we're live. We're live. Okay, guys. Thank God. Okay, now let me do the hotkey for showing the screen.
Okay, you got.
Okay, guys. All right, guys. Skep, say something.
Say something. Hello. Can everybody hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I'm
Skep,
waiting.
say something.
Oh my God, I can hear you. Yes, 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 yes. We did it. Okay, fuck.
Hang on. Can I hear you? I'm not. Oh, I can hear me too. Excellent. Okay, we're good.
Oh,
We are
this
good.
is. Oh my God. Yay. Okay.
2 adults tried to stream and they did it. The man ain't keeping us down no more.
Fuck. Holy shit. Oh my God. I did it. I found the control key because for some reason I've been thinking for the whole time I've owned a Mac. I know where
Yes.
because there's a command instead of alt, there's command, right?
Uh
And
huh.
that's what you use for alt. But I thought the control key was in the same spot as it was on a PC. So I've been
It's.
hitting the function button for
Oh,
a
so
year and a half thinking I was hitting control. Oh my
so
fucking God.
so it's a morning of long running assumptions being busted. So
Yes.
that's a good thing. It's the beginning of wisdom.
Yes.
And there you go. And you got you some blind press. You got you some skep talk this morning. And
Fuck.
let's say hello to chat. Our chat hanging in there, loving you some chat.
Our
John
long
Fox,
suffering chat. Yes.
Green Thunder, Maddie, thank you.
Check your logic.
Logic is there.
Thank you guys for.
Love you guys. Thank
Yeah.
you so
Oh
much.
my God. Holy
Yeah, that's
shit.
this has been a freaking circus, but we are here, and we are determined to lurch ahead with our stream this morning.
We are indeed. We are
It,
indeed. Oh, and then of course I woke up this morning and there's a storm on the way, so I've got a headache on top of it all.
oh, I'm sorry to hear that. At least you've got marijuana.
Yeah,
I was I I got to tell you. Can I just interrupt
go ahead.
and tell you about us? And it was one of those odd dreams I had last night. It was about marijuana, and it was about there was some kind of initiative in Texas where marijuana was going to become legal, and it just missed becoming legal, but everybody was starting to use it anyway, just
Yeah.
in blatant defiance of it. And the dream ended up with me having some long conversation with my wife about whether or not it was legitimate for
Yeah.
us to use it. And I basically said, I don't care. I'm old and my back hurts, so I'm gonna get stoned and go to bed.
That's
No, I said I'm gonna get stoned, listen to Pink Floyd, and fall asleep. That's what I said. And I remember her laughing, and that was the end of it. But I think I've got marijuana envy,
you.
from
Yeah.
talking with you and also talking with my son is up in uh, Colorado,
Yeah.
and there's nothing unpatriotic about my son. He was a Marine. He served 2 tours in Iraq. There's no flies on that boy.
Yeah.
But he likes to have a bowl every once in a while, or as he calls them, edibles. The he gets these muffins,
Ah.
and he's a he's a pastry hound. He always has been. Always had a sweet tooth, and he he doesn't overdo it or anything like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I would much rather see him doing that than getting liquored up and, baking his liver
Exactly.
on alcohol, or smoking cigarettes. It's just, if you're going to relax and imbibe, I just don't think there's anything wrong with it. And in fact, there actually might be some things right with it. It might actually have some therapeutic effects. So anyway, a lot of people are rethinking that, but in Texas, man, I just don't even think that's going to change in my lifetime. I love living in Texas, but that is just one of the backward things about that. But speaking of Texas, it kind of segues into our first story, which I saw the CBC News. Misdialed 911 call leads RCMP to home with 100 unsecured guns. And so you see this thing, with 100 long guns, and as a Texan, I look at it and I say it's a nice starter kit. it that's not a bad starter set of guns. Well, I don't register my gun. We don't register guns in Texas. Why do you have to register long guns? Yeah, exactly. Long guns are responsible for almost 4% of the gun deaths in the United States. 96% of the gun deaths come at involving handguns. That's the dirty secret. These guys who say they want to get assault weapons off the street, that's just the camel's nose in the tent. Because what they want to do is they say, we want to get assault weapons off the street. Basically, they want to grab assault weapons and they say, we'll let you have your handguns. Then they'll say, well, the murder rate is too high, so what we've done isn't effective yet. So we're going to just register your handguns. And then they'll come and grab the handguns. They'll have to do a mandatory buyback, which is what people like Buttigieg and Swalwell and some of the other people like Kamala Harris want to do. They want Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They don't result in huge crime increases and stabbing epidemics and things like that. So anyway, the upshot is that until you tackle the tough problems, until you tackle the problems of changing people's hearts and minds, which is really, it's the people handling the guns that do the bad things. It's not the guns. They'll do bad things with hammers and knives. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You know. I I so at any rate, blame it's just people who want to feel good and appear to do something. And there's an eerie similarity between the supposed opioid crisis and people saying we've got to get rid of opioids. No, we don't. Opioids are a tool. They're a tool that doctors can use. What we have to do is we have to prescribe them responsibly and and get them out of the hands of people who are irresponsible with them. But the fact that they're involved in suicides, well, a lot of those people are purposeful suicides because they're dying of ovarian cancer and the like. They want to suicide because they're in so much pain they can't stand living anymore. It's a fundamental change. It's a societal change that has happened because we never had people live to be 70, 80, 90 years old. When you have an 80 or 90-year-old woman who is dying of ovarian cancer, literally her insides are being eaten out, and there are huge numbers of nerves down there that are just tremendous amounts of pain. pain, like, there's almost nothing worse to die of than ovarian cancer in terms of pain. You have to give them a lot of opiates to relieve that pain. And by the way, this business that you hear from some of the young Protestant lawmakers who happen to be in good health, that opiates don't relieve pain. That's just irresponsible. Of course, they relieve pain. That that has been known for thousands of years. That just makes me angry to hear that. And they, or the ones who say, well, God wants you to feel pain. God appreciate, I would like to see them in pain and see how fast they go running for the medicine bottle. The whole thing just pisses me off. Anyway, because people want a virtue signal, they say, oh, we need to regulate those. We need to, keep people from using opiates and keep people from using guns. So society will be neat and tidy like I want it to be, like my little utopian mindset. I want to control people. That's really what's going on. And us libertarians don't want to be controlled. So there. Yes. So is that even really Canada? That's kind of Europe, isn't it? It's wait. No, you're not muted. I can hear you. I can hear you. Hang on. Let's see if I can hear you. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can hear you. Oh, this is weird. It's like I'm talking to nobody. You are muted. You are muted. You are muted. You have muted yourself. Hang on. Let me look real quick. Okay. Say something. Say something. Keep talking. The delay is keep talking. Keep talking, blinds. Just talk. You are decidedly muted. You're definitely muted. You are muted. Okay. Um. I. Okay. Talk. 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 Don't stop talking. Just keep talking. Keep talking. Don't stop talking. You are absolutely muted. You are still muted. Okay. Okay. All right. Keep talking. Just okay. Don't check the mute button unless you want to mute yourself. No, 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 no. Don't feel like a dumbass, but don't feel like a muted ass. Keep talking. You're still not. You're still muted, blinds. You are still muted. I don't know how to reinitialize what you're doing. Um, Okay. I'm going to continue talking about this while you figure that out. Okay. And basically, uh, it says 94 long guns, 6 handguns seized from Yarmouth County home in Nova Scotia. Now, I don't know what somebody is doing with 94 long guns and 6 handguns. Although, if they're a prepper, I can kind of see, stocking a bunch of handguns, uh, or stocking a bunch of guns with the idea of having them to trade in the future, because guns are going to be hugely, hugely valuable post apocalypse if that's the way you're betting. So that's the hi, Rolling Bear. Good to see you, by the way. And Cynical Lindsay's here. Jeff Vader. I don't know. I don't know. Can you ask people if they can hear you now? Hey, chat. Can you hear Blind Press now? She's talking. Talking. Costin says he feels for Blind Press. We all feel for Blind Press. we, we all feel for Blind Press, and Blind Press says thank you, Costin. I will translate for Pig Cow says it's not Discord, it's fucking OBS. Yes, exactly right. I think that one of the things that I think we may go to a different solution. I think I have a solution for all this while we get this figured out. Yeah, if you do that, we might as well. I've got a stream ready to go in StreamYard. We can be streaming in a couple of minutes, and but you guys cannot hear Blind Press, and it sounds like I'm in a hallway. Yeah, that has to do with the room that I'm in. You're getting a little bit of a reverb because I'm in my living room. But that's yeah. I'm usually in my office, which has some bass traps in it, and I don't have that. Yes. Yeah. Irate Prostate says you are good. I do this all the time. Irate it does this all the time. The problem is, Irate, you don't do this on Apple, and Apple and OBS fight like dogs and cats. It is. Yeah, and yeah, I moved the mic closer to my mouth, and I'm trying to. There is some background noise, and I am sorry about that. Going to have some dogs barking and a little bit of reverb because I'm in a large room. High My high quality Snowball Blue Yeti, and that should ameliorate some of the problem. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what he means by that, but actually he doesn't stream with Apple and OBS. He streams with Windows and OBS, and he's kind of a genius with this, but he's accustomed to the Windows OBS interface, and he's not worked with the Apple that I know of. The one who does know a little bit about that, I know, is Prospero's husband. Uh, has some Apple capability. He's an IT guy who I suspect has been forced into it by Prospero. Maybe. I don't know if the stream will go away completely. We'll see. If you close OBS, I don't know that you'll be able to come back into the stream. 5 or 15 minutes. I think it's 15 minutes, actually. Hangouts was 15. That's right. You're right. You're right. Okay. I'll continue to sing and dance. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging in there with us. We do you have by the way, chat, if you have any questions you'd like to ask, please don't hesitate to ask them. I will do my very best to answer them, to speak to anything you have to say. And but we'll see. You know, if one thing before you do this, let me just say this: if for some reason the stream shuts down suddenly, go to Blind Press's channel